Good day everyone. So today we will tackle about civil engineering professional licensure exam. In the Philippines, where diploma doesn't automatically grant an engineering graduates with the prefix engineer in his name. You need to take the professional licensure exam to be proven worthy of the title, and also before anything else, before engaging into some engineering projects, you need to be a licensed engineer so that wala kayo ma-violate na laws to set sa government or sa engineering field, specifically civil engineering field. The licensure exam is the ultimate culmination of engineering learnings, measuring if you hold enough knowledge to be able to work in the field as an engineering professional. We must understand the purpose of a licensure examination in order to appreciate the process of developing, maintaining, and administering it. The sole purpose of a licensure examination is to identify people who possess the minimum knowledge and experience that are necessary to perform tasks on the job safely and competently. So let's tackle first about its history and laws implemented regarding this field. On February 23, 1921, Republic Act No. 2985 was enacted. Republic Act No. 2985 is an act to regulate the practice of professions of engineers and architects, signed into law on February 23, 1921. This law created separate board of examiners for architecture and civil engineering. So kani nga law kay gi-implement para ma-separate mga licensure examiners of architecture ug sa civil engineering field. On June 17, 1950, Republic Act No. 544 was enacted. Republic Act No. 544 that was enacted on June 17, 1950. It is an act to regulate the practice of civil engineering in the Philippines. This act shall be known as the Civil Engineering Law. So, this law was implemented para ma-regulate ang civil engineering practice sa Philippines. The board held its first fully computerized examinations on May 29, 1993 and released the results on November 9, 1993. On February 28, 1995, the syllabi for the subjects in the civil engineering licensure examination was promulgated. So, an outline of the subjects for civil engineering licensure examination was put into law. Republic Act No. 544, Article 3, Examination and Registration. Section 8 is all about examination requirement. All applicants for registration for the practice of civil engineering shall be required to pass a technical examination as hereinafter provided. So, all applicants should pass the technical examination in order for them to practice engineering in the Philippines and also to provide civil engineering services to the public legally.
Republic Act No. 544, Section 9, Holding of Examination. Examination of a candidate desiring to practice civil engineering in the Philippines shall be given in the city of Manila of each year, provided that such days do not fall on official holidays. Otherwise, the examination shall be held on the days next following. So if ma-fall ang examination date sa holidays, local or national, is dapat i-move siya the next day sa kanang day prior to that day. So next is Section 10, Subjects of Examination. Applicants for certificate of registration as civil engineer shall be examined in the discretion of the board on the following subjects: mathematics, including algebra, plane and spherical trigonometry, analytics, descriptive and solid geometry, differential and integral calculus, and rational and applied mechanics; hydraulics, surveying, including highway and railroad surveying, plane, topographic and hydrographic surveying, and advanced surveying; design and construction of highways and railroads, masonry structures, wooden and reinforced concrete buildings, bridges, towers, walls, foundation, piers, ports, wharves, aqueducts, sanitary engineering works, water supply system, dikes, dams, and irrigation and drainage canals. So, the percentage of these subjects are mathematics and surveying is 35%, and these are the topics for mathematics and surveying. Mathematics: algebra, trigonometry, analytic geometry, calculus, differential equations, engineering economy, and other topics like infinite series, complex variables, vector analysis, matrices, determinants, probability, and statistics. For surveying, topics are surveying concepts, basic surveying measurements, surveying operations, and engineering surveys. So for hydraulics, which is 30%, topics are fluid mechanics, hydrology, hydraulics, system and structure irrigation, flood control and drainage, water supply, and sewerage rather. And for the design and construction, which is 35%, the topics are statics of rigid bodies, dynamics of rigid bodies, mechanics, structural analysis, design of timber structures, design of steel structures, reinforced concrete structures, soil mechanics and foundation, design of civil engineering structures and systems, and lastly is construction and management. And to pass the civil engineering board exam, a candidate must obtain a general average of 70% with no grades lower than 50% in any given subject. So, dapat ang dili jud mo ubos sa 50% ang grade each of the given subjects. So, next is section 12. Qualifications for examination. Any person applying for admission to the civil engineering examination as herein provided shall, prior to the date of the examination, establish the satisfaction of the board that he has the following qualifications. So this is the qualification to take the examination. So first is be at least 21 years of age. Second is be a citizen of the Philippines. Third is be of good reputation and moral character. And lastly is be a graduate of a 4-year course in civil engineering from a school, institute, college, or university recognized by the government or the state wherein it is established. So the requirements of the board exam for civil engineering is first is NSO or PSA birth certificate. Second is NSO or PSA marriage contract for married female applicants. Third is transcript of records with scanned picture and remarks for board examination purposes. Fourth is valid valid NBI clearance for first timers and repeaters. And fifth is 2 certificates of good moral character from any 2 of the following. So these are the following: barangay clearance, church clearance, school clearance, or employer. Barangay good moral character certificates. So, and lastly is the payment. So the Professional Regulation Commission or PRC, through the Republic Act number 544 as amended by RA 1582, is mandated to require all would-be given civil engineers to pass a technical examination to obtain the certificate of registration. This Republic Act number 544 states that no person shall practice or offer to practice civil engineering in the Philippines without having the proper certificate. So dapat na yung proper certificate to take the exam. Then this exam is exclusively administered twice a year nationwide, usually in the months of May and November by the Professional Regulation Commission. However, those who are willing to take the test abroad can avail themselves through special professional licensure examinations or SPLE for overseas Filipino workers. So if ikaw nga naa ka sa gawas, then ganahan ka mo avail or ganahan ka mo take og exam nga bisan nara ka sa abroad, pwede ra ka mo visit or mo adto sa special professional licensure examination for overseas Filipino workers. Ito kasi ng website mo fill in sa mga kanang form. Then for incoming civil engineer applicants for this year 2021, the exam is scheduled to take place on November 13 and 14, 2021 and various designated locations in the Philippines such as NCR, Baguio, Cagayan de Oro, Cebu, Davao, Iloilo, Legazpi, Lucena, Pagadian, Tacloban, Tugigaraw, and Zamboanga. This yearly examination is also commonly known as CE board exam. So, good luck and God bless and thank you.